Winning the lottery is often seen as a ticket to a better life, but for Gillian Bayford, it brought unforeseen and heartbreaking consequences. Bonds with once close family members were broken, leaving her isolated and emotionally devastated. In August 2012, Gillian and her then-husband, Adrian Bayford, won an astonishing £148 million, approximately $180 million, in the EuroMillions lottery. At the time, Gillian was working at a hospital in Hill, Suffolk. Following their win, the couple, along with their children, relocated to a property in Cambridgeshire. However, just 15 months later in 2013, Adrian and Gillian separated. Adrian stated that the divorce stemmed from their lack of time together, as he was busy managing their Georgian mansion. Despite the split, he claimed they remained close friends and maintained an amicable relationship. At first, winning such a massive sum felt like a dream come true. It gave Gillian the opportunity to support her family financially. She paid off her father's business debts and generously shared her newfound wealth with loved ones. But what was meant to bring joy and stability instead sparked tension, resentment, and division. In 2016, Gillian's mother, Brenda MacArthur, expressed her sorrow over the growing distance between her and her daughter. She shared that their relationship began to unravel not long after the lottery win. Despite receiving financial support, Brenda claimed that Gillian had severed ties with the family, leaving the 66-year-old heartbroken and yearning to see her grandchildren. Brenda recalled that she hadn't seen them since May 2015, a source of deep pain for her. "We had a wonderful relationship with our grandchildren and loved them dearly," she said. Gillian claims we haven't tried to reach out, but even if I had, she wouldn't have allowed it. Her mother, who described Gillian as incredibly generous, expressed mistrust towards her daughter. She said, "I would like to see the grandchildren, but I couldn't trust Gillian not to twist things." Brenda claimed she had sent checks for the children's birthdays, but they were never cashed. She believed it was her daughter's way of making it seem like their grandmother had never sent them anything. The financial support Gillian provided to her family was not enough to keep it united. She claimed to have paid off her father's failing business debts, which amounted to over $750,000. The millionaire revealed that her family was the first to receive money when she won, giving them $20 million. Moreover, Brenda and her husband Anne live in a $275,000, £340,000, plus terrace apartment purchased by Gillian. However, 9 months after buying the apartment for her parents, they reportedly had another request. They asked her to fund her brother Colin's new gaming center business worth $750,000. Gillian disclosed in January 2024 that after funding him, Colin never spoke to her again. According to her, he used the money to buy a house and cars and fund his wedding, which was held secretly without inviting her. She also reportedly gave more than $1.2 million each to her parents and brother. The millionaire defended herself by stating that her parents had no desire to maintain a relationship with their grandchildren. "Every word out of their mouth is a lie," said the woman who resettled in Scotland and now lives in Dundee. She added, "I wish them a happy life, but there will be no reconciliation." Brenda's daughter stated that the whole affair was upsetting and terrible. She lamented that the money was supposed to make them happy, but instead, it made her family demanding and greedy. The millionaire confessed that her family had forgotten how they lived before, hinting at their previous poverty. According to Gillian, her family disliked that she drew attention. They disowned her because she embarrassed them. She claimed that their estrangement was due to the publication of her story, which embarrassed her parents. Yet this did not stop them from gladly taking her money. Despite the disagreements, she remained strong, knowing she lifted her family out of poverty. While her mother speaks ill of her, Gillian believes it is her family that lacks respect for their name. Things got so bad that people allegedly threatened to burn down the family home. The millionaire claims her father tried to take control of her winnings. He did not stop there, as he repeatedly tried to claim a stake in Gillian's real estate business. The winner also complained that her family flaunted her wealth. Yet reports indicate that Gillian's generosity benefited not just her family. In 2016, she reportedly helped a disabled boy's family purchase and renovate a house. Since winning the lottery and divorcing Adrian, Gillian has moved on. She supposedly married another man in 2018 named Brian Deans. She met him while he was living in a rundown apartment in Dundee. He had turned away from crime to work in property renovation. In 2012, he worked as a postman with a second job managing a music store. After the marriage, he became accustomed to having access to a lot of money. Gillian reportedly provided him and his family with cars, vacations, clothing, and watches. Later, he moved into her mansion. After their marriage, the unemployed convict received a monthly allowance from his wife. What's significant about him is that he was a con artist convicted of stealing over $116,000 from Tesco. He was sentenced for fraud in the same month Gillian won her money and spent 6 months in prison. In 2020, Gillian welcomed another child with Brian during the lockdown. She was 48 years old. In discussing her winnings, she admitted that some things were easier because of it, but claimed it didn't change much else in life. She revealed she still had to change diapers and battle illness. Unfortunately, Jen's story doesn't seem to have a happy ending yet. In a March 2024 update, it was revealed that Gillian, now 51, had kicked the 43-year-old convict out for squandering her millions. Brian had spent it on vacations, cars, and 5-star trips. But he didn't stop there. He had also been giving pocket money to his friends. An insider stated that people needed to know that it was he who was paying, even if it wasn't the case. It was Gillian. A source claimed that the way Brian spent his wife's money could have made them poor. His reckless spending made Gillian fear nothing would be left of her winnings. Another source stated that the convict saw his wife as just a cash machine. The insider claimed that Gillian threw money at her husband, hoping it would make their marriage work. She did not hesitate to give over $25,000 to her husband whenever he asked for it. Yet the money was never enough, and Brian always wanted more. According to one observer, the convict acted like he was the one who had won the lottery, letting the wealth go straight to his head. Insiders believe Gillian ended the relationship just in time. Sources revealed that signs of trouble had been visible in their marriage for a while. One insider shared that Brian had moved out multiple times after arguments, but each time he came back, Gillian welcomed him with a brand new car. So many, they eventually lost count. She was described as utterly smitten with her husband. Before long, the monthly allowance Brian received wasn't enough to sustain the lavish lifestyle he had grown used to. According to a source, he would return to Gillian the very next day after receiving his allowance, asking for more money. The insider admitted they weren't sure if Gillian had ever refused him anything he asked for. Many believe the millionaire was a bit naive about what was truly going on. In an effort to make her husband happy and give their relationship a fresh start, she even relocated from Brodie Ferry near Dundee to Oxford in Perthshire. Gillian was deeply in love and trusted everything Brian told her. She just wanted to keep their family together. Sadly, Gillian isn't the only one whose relationship with her parents soured after winning the lottery. Adrian, too, was forced to cut ties with his parents after discovering they were trying to manipulate his son into funding an expensive vacation. What do you think of this story? Let us know in the comments section. I hope you liked this story. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Also subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.